Well, hello, and welcome to the Puppet Show. The Techno Puppet here for another live stream of Skyrim. Skyrim Special Edition. And here we go. We're going at it. Hope everyone can hear me loud and clear. Another late night stream today. Yep. Just like the last time. I'm picking up where we left off. After a reckoning with some bandits. Here we are. Raya, my good friend Raya. So we were gonna take a nap before we set off to good old Lakeview Manor. So it's almost 6 a.m. We should wait till night time. So let's take a 10-hour nap. A 10-hour nap. It's quite the nap. It's still daytime, but the sun should be close to setting, I assume. What time is it? Oh, strange. Yeah, I should have slept longer. Okay. Well, let's take off at this hour. That way we have the whole night to get to Lakeview Manor. Irkentand. Haltpetar. Irkentand. That's my pronunciation of dwarven names. So, Lakeview Manor. Here we are. Good old Lakeview Manor. Should be on our way now. There's always time to mine some corundum. Oh. This is a new armor I have. This is my brand new armor. I got this from one of the bandits, actually the bandit chief. Yeah, badass armor. What's it called? Nordic carved armor. Impressive. Very impressive. So just checking on the stream health here, see if everything is doing well. Let's have a look at it. Oh yeah. Seems good. I didn't change the title of the stream from the last time. It still says late night book reading with my gravelly voice. We will do that eventually. Some more book reading, of course. Eventually. Oh, that's a troll. Let's get out of here. It's daytime, shouldn't be fighting trolls. Too early for that. Yeah, sticking close to the water is a good idea. What is that? That is intriguing. What is that? Some dwarven artifacts, perhaps? Very intriguing. Bronze water cave. dead skeleton. Some nightshade. Can always use some nightshade. Say that sticking close to the water is always a good idea because critters usually don't go in the water, but this is a small creek here. A very small creek. Let's go the stealthy way. Let's go stealthy. Yeah, the sun is starting to get low on the horizon. No, where is Raya? Raya must have my back. I mean, especially during the daytime. The hell is she? She go fight the troll. Oh, I got detected. What the fuck? Spiders. It's no good. Bye bye stamina. Oh my. Yeah, I need some stamina. Oh, the troll's gonna take care of the spiders. Cool. Or is it? Why can't I shout? Okay, the troll is taking care of the spider. Bye-bye. Okay, I'm hid now. The sun is setting. Look at that beautiful sunset. Whoa, some wolves. Let's try and avoid those. I should start going south now, to the plains of Whiterun. If for some reason you just found this and you're watching, welcome, I'm the Techno Puppet. I'm playing Skyrim Special Edition. I'm doing a playthrough of the Dawnguard DLC. But I'm not keeping very straight, well, I'm not keeping a very, what do I mean? I'm not sticking to the quest line very strictly, that's what I meant. I've been going about, singing some songs, doing some book reading. Should be daytime now, nighttime I mean. And doing some side quests, becoming a vampire, a thief, a bard. I'm a vampire thief bard actually. And so, if you're here, well, then you're my only viewer. No one's watching at the moment. So, thanks for sticking around. Is it nighttime already? Nope, not yet. Currently, I'm trying to reach the house, Lakeview Manor, to which I have already dedicated a song. It's a ode to Lakeview Manor. You can check that out in a previous stream. I think it's titled that way, a ode to Lakeview Manor, if you want to listen to the song. I'm very proud of it. And now I'm trying to go back, trying to reach Lakeview Manor and do some book reading, as promised in the video's description. Well, it should be nighttime now. Not yet, wow. Incredible. I have no idea where Raya is. Would love to know. Raya, if you're seeing this, please come back. Alright? You're forgiven. Look at how the snow just went away. Okay. There she is. Very well. I'm glad you could join me again, Ryan. Here are some goats. Where's the Chang filth? Didn't I favorite the Chang filth? Are you crazy? What the hell? Oh yeah. The Chang filth must be favorited for sure. Very important weapon. Named after one of my most faithful viewers, Tony Chang. I wonder if it's him watching. Someone's watching. Felglow Keep. I remember this from a very early quest in the game. Oh. Some mages around here. Okay. I don't want to get involved. I'm good. Just trying to reach Lakeview Manor. The plains of Whiterun. Well, these don't look very much like plains, do they? But below lie the plains. Oh yeah, that's the road that leads to Whiterun. Let's see. Yeah, we should go. Oh yeah. Oh, I got sidetracked a bit. Almost going east now. I gotta go west. Got a bit sidetracked there. And our mystery viewer went away. My keyboard is too close to me. Oh, that's better. Oh, much better. Oh my, much better. Okay, it's nighttime now. Officially. It's officially nighttime. Thunder Cotton. I wonder if I have the effects of Thunder Cotton revealed. Oh yeah. I'm a very, very prolific alchemist. You're kidding me. The Chankfilth will take care of you. There you go. I think this is the first kill of the Chankfilth. I'm sure I'm going the right way now. Oh yeah. We'll be there in no time. Still with me, Ryan? Guess so. Some Stormcloak camp. Okay. Where does this lead? Oh, interesting. This is very close to High Hrothgar, actually. Throat of the World. Oh, there it is. We can see it from here. Actually, that's where I need to go. For, the main quest, of course. I do wonder if this path leads there. I don't think I've ever done this path to High Hrothgar. I'm sure it doesn't get there. I'm sure. Although it could provide an interesting shortcut to Lakeview Manor. Who knows? If I can cross the mountains from here. I can navigate the mountains. Yeah. Oh yeah, this will get me close. Almost in Riverwood this way. High Hrothgar. Let's do some unclimbing now. Oh. Beware. Of course, Raya got left behind. That's for sure. That's for sure. Anyway, the night is by my side. Look at that. Oh, God. You're gonna get the Hawkbird treatment, my friend. The hell is it fighting? Boost! There you go. Vicious. Rye is on the other side. Yeah, the spider was fighting Raya. Very well. Already in Riverwood. Ah, Luna Moth. I'll take it. I'll take it, man. Look at this rock. Good job. And here's Riverwood. Good old Riverwood.
What is it?
Huh? What is it? Alright. Nothing, I guess. So if you just joined, welcome to Skyrim. We're currently making an approach for Lakeview Manor, my house in Skyrim. And we're about to do some book reading, as the title describes. Some late night book reading. Late night in Skyrim, and where I live IRL. It's currently 1:15 a.m. Raya is following me. And Lakeview Manor, just around the corner. Ta-na-na-na-na-na. Already showing on the map. Look at that. If you're watching, don't be shy and use the chat. I have an eye on it. Feel free to type something. I would love to know who's watching. And here we are. Lakeview Manor. You can already have a sneak peek of the manor between the treetops there. It's always a pleasant sight when you get a glimpse of your house, especially when it's this impressive. And just a fox roaming around the house. So, viewer, if you're joining, I wonder if my horse is here. Of course it's not. Foolish horse. Okay, let's go in. Welcome to Lakeview Manor. Let's have Raya do its thing.
Do you need something?
Yeah, it's time for us to part ways.
I'll keep watch at Lakeview Manor until you return, Thane.
Exactly. Thank you. So go about your business now, Raya. And here we are. So let's remove these armors. The mask of Clavicus Vile. Also the Orcish shield. No need for the steel plate gauntlets, of course. No need for the arrows. The Chank filth can remain. Can indeed remain. Let's store them. Yeah, let's store my old armor. Where is it? This is it. Say goodbye. It's even lighter, which is a good thing. Okay. Great. So let's time for some book reading. Here we go. Actually, I don't have the Chang filth equipped. There you are. Smaller weapon. More appropriate for house duties. So what shall it be? What shall it be? I always love to do some reading. Legend of Cratley House. These are basically spell tomes, so no point going there. 3 Thieves. Song of the Alchemists. Ode to the Thunderous Striders. I like this, the ode, an ode. The ode is appropriate since I am a vampire thief bard. Manimarco, king of worms. The lusty Argonian maid, the doors of oblivion. Still haven't made my picking. Store the ingredients while I think about this. My spoils from my previous outing, from which we just returned. Boethius Proving, yeah. This was the reason why I actually went on the outing. And now we're back. Let's store Boethius Proving. And I actually read this, of course, in the last stream. Also Purloined Shadows. What a beautiful reading that was. Troll slaying. I'm thinking about the ode. Yes, that was a yawn. It's true. Let's collect more ingredients. Nightshade. Blue Mountain Flower. And Death Bell. Brilliant. I think there's also a book lying around. There it is. The Cabin in the Woods. Why not? Okay, let's read The Cabin in the Woods. Sitting here on the table. Let's do that. Just sitting here, might as well read it. There it is. The Cabin in the Woods, Volume 2. I wonder where Volume 1 is. As told by Morgan, son of Molak. I do wonder where Volume 1 is. I would like to start with Volume 1. Let's see if we can find that. Maybe upstairs. I won't bother to remove the reverb. Ode to the Thunderous Striders. This one is already in the library. Looking for A Cabin in the Woods, Volume 1. I've no idea where that would be. There's some Spriggan sap here. Yeah, I won't start with Volume 2. Well, if I don't find it, I'll read something else. Interesting. I left the body here. It's gone. Hey, whatever. Actually, everything is more tidy now. Cool. There was a battle inside the house. Some bandits got in. And everything was left a mess. Items all around, all over the place. But it's got cleaned up. I'll assume that was Raya. Okay, let's choose another book. Not The Cabin in the Woods. Let's start with something else. The Ode. The Ode to the Thunderous Striders. Let's go outside. Yeah, let's go outside for that. Well, no chairs here. Oh. Unpleasant. Someone's about. Oh yeah. Who are those guys? What the hell is that guy doing over there? Is that a hunter? Some bandits, maybe? Yeah, they're bandits. Bandits, alright. I'll take care of them. Oh.
Thought I heard something.
Look at that. Oh, this guy has a bow, okay. That's not a good idea to fight them like this. Bloody bandits. Oh, I almost got killed.
You're ready to die today, huh? You're a fool to fight.
Yeah, this arrow was tough. Okay, let's change this. Yeah, but bow goes to 4 now.
Can't wait to count out your cord. Prepare to die!
Okay. Much more effective this way.
I'll bury you! Pray to Stendar while you can.
Son of a gun. How does this guy deal so much damage? It's unbelievable. The way this guy deals damage, it's crazy.
You'll be so much easier to rob when you're dead.
Oh, you bandits. Where is Raya? Raya would be very useful right now.
Just give up! You can't hide from me. You're a fool to fight me. God, no! Just give up! I'll skin you alive.
Damn. Yeah, this strategy is not working. I think it's fair to say that.
I'll show you a real fight. Just give up.
Let's see if I can use my shout here. Yep, I guess so. That's good. I'm close enough for the shout, which is good.
Have you puny weakling.
Damn it.
Have you?
Restoration increased. This guy is gone. Finally. Well, Lakeview Manor is under siege, my friend. Welcome. Just in time for the showdown with these bloody bandits. This archer is the one giving me a bad time. I'll take care of him. There you go, again. Yeah, this archer is giving me a very bad time.
Like the bite of a flea. I'll skin you alive.
I have my strategy here all set. You draw the bow,
I'll show you what a real orc can do.
need to wait for it to undraw.
It'll be so much easier to rob when you're dead. Boost! Do your worst. You're a fool to fight me. Boost! Boost! I'll show you a real fight. Boost!
Yeah, this battle is gonna take a while.
Worse than you. Boost! Your best, huh? No one bests an orc.
But I'll get there.
Boost! Boost!
Damn it, what a miss.
You're a fool to fight me. Can't wait to count out your coin.
Jesus. This is a tough archer. I mean, a tough archer indeed.
I fought worse than you.
Yeah, you too.
Boost! Like the pride of a fleet. No one bests an orc.
No one bests. Puppet, the vampire thief bard. We got time.
Boost!
Critical strike. See? What time is it? Yeah. Not long till dawn.
When you're dead, I'll show you where. Boost!
Hey, welcome, Tony. What's my objective here? Well, this is Lakeview Manor, my friend, my house. I'm trying to get rid of these bandits that are attacking me in my own house. Can you believe that? I've got my strategy all set up. There's an archer in the tower here, the library tower, and I'm using force to knock them out. Arrow to the head, and rinse and repeat. I got good old Changfilth here with me, but I have no chance in body-to-body combat. I must use my bow and arrow. These guys are tough. They are actually some tough bandits. In legendary mode, this is the best I can do. But we got time. The night is young, and these bandits are going nowhere. I'll take care of them, don't worry. Housebreakers. How quaint.
I fought worse than you.
Yeah. Some foos to you. To the head. This bandit marauder is not gonna last long.
You puny weakling.
If our other viewer would like to join the chat, feel free to do so. I have an eye on it. Oh, he got me. See? One arrow. This guy is tough, man. This guy is really tough. Look at the damage he did. Almost half damage, one arrow. It's a tough bastard. Let's use another shout. Not really. I don't have much of a chance with that. I just have 2 shouts, actually. Drain Vitality and Unrelenting Force. I must use Unrelenting Force, otherwise the bandit is gonna shoot an arrow through me. That's the only chance I got. I think. Pretty sure about that. There you go.
That's all you got? Damn you!
If he's drawing while I peek, I have no chance. The damage he did. Anyway, Tony, thanks for joining. I'm glad you're here. This was getting quite lonely.
I'll show you a real fight.
So what have you been up to, Tony? Daytime. Oh, brilliant. Just what I needed. Daytime. I'm in trouble now.
I'll show you what a real orc can do.
Let's grab some food. Well, I'm almost dead now. Oh god. Watched footage of the new God of War game and I just finished working at another tech convention. Okay. I must go inside the house now. There's no way I can fight them like this. Just go inside the house. Okay, wish me luck, Tony. What kind of tech convention do you mean? What kind of ladder is this? Staircase. Bloody hell. Okay, let's hope they're not here. Oh, they are. Oh, Raya. Good.
Don't just stand there. Kill him!
Okay, this is gonna be a different fight now. You're gone. This guy's gone. Close call, though. Let's grab some food from the barrel. cabbage soup. So good. Eat your veggies. Okay, I think we're good. Let's take care of this bandit chief right now. The other way?
Come on, let's see you put up a fight.
It's an orc. And he has a glass sword. Oh my god.
I'll skin you alive.
Will destroy you.
What did just happen? Oh, Raya, she was asleep. Good lord, that guy just took my head off.
Come on.
That was crazy.
That's all you got?
What you gonna do? Huh? What you gonna do?
Skin you alive. Okay, I'm not gonna let him get close to me now.
Come on, show me what you've got.
I fought.
I didn't expect that either. Okay, let's do the same thing. Only this time, I'm not gonna get close to him. Otherwise, gonna chop my head off again, but I'm gonna save beforehand. Okay.
Come on, show me what you've got.
No! Skin you alive.
Keep some distance. How's Raya doing? Too bad?
Will destroy you.
Can't tell.
Do your work. Play the Stendar while you can.
He's got the same armor as I do. Minus the boots, actually.
You think I'm afraid of you?
He's almost gone. He's gone. There you go. Tough battle. This all started with me trying to read a book. I went to the tower to read a book and there were bandits around. Can you believe that? Wow. Thank you, Raya. Okay, let's see what he got. Apart from the glass great sword, that is quite a weapon. So this is my armor? Yeah. Not as good as my boots, though. Which is kind of unfortunate. He's got an elven dagger. Is it as good as the Chankfilth? Let's check it out. The Chankfilth is 17 damage. And the elven dagger 23. Okay. I'll keep the elven dagger. The Nordic carved boots, though. Yeah, not as good as the ebony boots. Okay.
Honor to you, my Thane. Honor
you.
to see you again, my Thane.
Okay, Bandit Chief. I'm gonna leave you. I'm gonna give you the honor of taking this bed, my friend. Might as well stay there. As for you... Hold on, let's see what you got. guy was tough. Way too tough. Hey Tony, you didn't tell me what kind of convention you were attending. Or working at, actually.
Long life to you, Thane.
Yeah, you stay in this bed. You were the reason for all of this. You are a tough archer, I'll give you that. There you go. Okay.
Long life to you, Thane.
So, let's do some book reading. I've been doing all this with the reverb on, can you believe that? Okay, I just noticed that. I hope that wasn't disturbing for you, Tony. The fact that I have the reverb on. Okay, so let's go upstairs again. Loot the other bandits. Agents. There should be a bandit here, but it's not. Okay, whatever. So, let's take a seat and start reading. Yeah, the library. Let's stay with the library. I simply directed foot traffic at another tech convention where big names in the tech industry meet and trade favors. Alright. How big names are we talking about here, Tony? How big a name? The guy actually chopped my hat off. I'm still thinking about that. Can't get over it. That was crazy. Okay, let's read the book. Ode to the Thunderous Striders. Oh, mighty thunderous strider, how you and your mighty tusked beast silhouette against the great orange expanse. Thundering footsteps herald your herd, man and beast, blazing trail together. One in nature, each relying upon the other, more than just man and beast, but equals who need one another to survive. How I long to run across the Thundra in their mighty wake. That would truly be my greatest honor. The morning would be spent gathering dyes to paint our mammoths and then carve the fierce images into their tusks. Then it would be time for the skeever hunt. Our clubs would rain down upon the rat pests, smashing the life out of them. In the evening, could sit around the campfire, and I would regale those nearby with songs of their majesty and grace. They would let me sample of the mammoth's cheese, a food so foul, yet with healing properties so great. Would snack on the roasted skeever we'd freshly caught the day before, laying under the stars to sleep. I'd slowly fade to dream, nested in the radiating heat of the mammoth fur, its cold-resisting properties keeping me snug. What a grand time we would have. Unknown. Cool. It's really interesting. It sounds like a node to the giants, right? Yeah, and their activities going about with the mammoths and all. Cool. So let's have another book. This was a short one. So Tony, CEOs of various tech companies came. Okay, you don't want to be very specific, I see. Okay, so let's try this one. Is the stream looking good? Sounding good? I mean, apart from the reverb, of course. That's on purpose. And welcome, if you just joined. I'm the Techno Puppet, doing some Skyrim readings. Picking a book. King. The Song of the Alchemists. Okay, let's, since we're in the ode and song motto, let's do the Song of the Alchemists. Have I installed a mod? No, not really. I have not. How about this butterfly here? Where is it? Oh, so many bugs. All these critters buzzing around. Wow, look at this. So many critters. Where did these butterflies came from? Wow. Where did they all come from? I was just here and there were none of them. So we have a bit more quiet. Since this is a song of the alchemists, I might as well sit here close by to the alchemist's table. Okay, so the book is Song of the Alchemists. This is actually part 5. Well, I certainly don't have part 1, 2, 3, and 4, so let's go with that. The Song of the Alchemists, Ancient Tales of the Dwemer, Part 5, by Marobar Sul. When King Maraneon's alchemist at Leave Station, after a laboratory experiment that yielded detonation, the word went out that the king did want a new savant to mix his potions and brews, but he declared he would only choose the fellow who he knew the tricks and the tools. The king refused to hire one more fools. After much deliberation, discussions, and debates, the king picked 2 well-learned candidates, Lantipus Minturk and Umpathic Faher, an ambitious pair, vied to prove which one was the best. Said the king, there will be a test. They went to a large chamber with herbs, gems, tomes, pots, measuring cups, all under high crystalline domes. Make me a tonic that will make me invisible, left the king in a tone some would call risible. So Empathic Fire and Lanthipus Min Thurk began to work, mincing herbs, mashing metal, refining strange oils, cautiously setting their cauldrons to burbling boils, each on his own, sending mixing bowls mixing, sometimes peeking to see what the other was fixing. After they had worked for nearly 3/4 of an hour, both Lanthipus Minturk and Umpathic Fire winked at the other, certain he won. Said King Maraneon, now you must taste the potions you've wrought. Take a spoon and sample it right from your pot. Minturk vanished as his lips touched his brew, but fire taste it is, and remain apparent in view. You think you mixed silver, blue diamonds, and yellow grass. The king laughed. Look up, fire, up the ceiling, to the glass. The light falling makes the ingredients you choose quite different hues. What do you get? Asked the floating voice, bold. Of a potion of red diamonds, blue grass, and gold. By, insert Dwemer God here, said fire. His face in a wince, I've made the potions to fortify my own intelligence. Publisher's note. This poetry is so clearly in the style of Gorfelim that it really does not need any commentary. Note the simple rhythmic chain scheme of AABBCC, the sing-song but purposefully clumsy meter, and the recurring jokes at the obviously absurd names, Pathik Fayern, Lintipus Mindurk. The final joke that the stupid alchemist invents a potion to make himself smarter by pure accident would have appealed to the anti-intellectualism of audiences in the interregnum period, but would certainly be rejected by the Dwemer. Note that even Marwarsul refuses to name any Dwemer gods. The Dwemer religion, if it can even be called that, is one of the most complex and difficult puzzles of their culture. Over the millennia, the song became a popular Terran song in High Rock, before eventually disappearing from everything but scholarly books, much like the Dwemer themselves. The end. Alright, so if you just joined, I'm here in Lakeview Manor doing some book reading. Thanks for joining. Leave a like if you're enjoying the readings. Maybe subscribe to the channel so we can get together maybe some other time in the future. And show your support, of course, for this very unique way of enjoying Skyrim. Now, which one should I go for? Tony, any title that catches your eyes? What other adventures am I going on later? Well, currently I have a pending quest, which is related to the Thieves Guild. Which is this one. I should return to Maven Blackbriar in Riften eventually. Anyway, any title that catches your eye. Enter in the chat. Immortal Blood. I like that. I have read that one. Not on stream though. Death Blow of Abernanit. Notes on the Lunar Forge. This is intriguing. I wonder if there's any, Okay. Let's read this one. I wonder if there's any gameplay implications about, an eventual Lunar Forge in Skyrim. Let's have a read. The Lunar Forge. The Forge. I've managed to get the Forge itself up and running, but again, I find nothing special about its workings. These weapons were clearly forged here, yet the secret of their enchantment remains elusive. All I've been able to discern so far is some connection between the weapon's power and the appearance of the moons. The lunar weapons. The weapons themselves are crafted of what seems to be normal metal, but while the moons are high above, they gain an additional ability. It seems that once the sun has gone down, the lunar weapons take on a vampire-like ability, transferring a small amount of health from the victim to the user. Oh, this is intriguing. The vampire thief bard likes the Lunar Forge already, weapons that behave like vampires. Let's talk with Raya then.
What do you need, my Thane?
Since you're asking about eventual conversations with her.
I'll take my leave then.
Oh, no, don't leave.
Honor to you, my Thane.
There are plenty of dialogue options we can have here with Raya. Let's ask her what does a house Carl do?
As my Thane, I'm sworn to your service. I'll guard you and all you own with my life.
There you go. What else? I don't think I ever used this line of dialogue. Where I can buy materials like glass and straw. Probably because I already know, but why not?
You might try Grey Pine Goods in Falkreath. They carry all sorts of things like that.
Yeah. And any other good store in Skyrim. Now I wonder where the Lunar Forge is. The book is very cryptic about that. Doesn't say. Well, who knows? If you're watching and you know where the Lunar Forge is, feel free to enter in the chat. Ah, a bee. You're going nowhere. I got you. Okay. One last read before we wrap things up. What do you say? One last read. Say, this fat book over here, Three Thieves, why not? Let's read this one by Anonymous. The problem with thieves today, said Ledos, is the lack of technique. I know there's no honor among thieves, and there never was, but there used to be some pride, some skill, some basic creativity. It really makes those of us with a sense of history despair. Emmeline sneered, slamming down his flagon of grief violently on the rough-hewn table. Bverk, what do you want us to say? You ask us, what do you do when you see a card? And I says, stab the fetcher in the back. What you prefer? We challenge him to a game of shit. So much ambition, so little education, said Ledos, with a sigh. My dear friends, we aren't mugging some Nord tourist fresh off the ferry. The Cobbler's Guild Hall may not sound intimidating, but tonight, when the dues collection is housed there before being sent to the bank, the security is going to be tighter than a Kwama's ass. You can't just stab at every back you encounter and expect to make it into the vaults. Why don't you explain specifically what you'd like us to do? Asked Calcia calmly, trying to keep the tone of the group down. Most locals of the plot and Plaster Corner Club in Tel Arun knew enough not to listen in, but she knew better than to take any chances. The common thief, said Ledos, pouring himself more grief, warming to his subject, sticks his dagger in his opponent's back. This may slay the target, but more often gives him time to scream and drenches the attacker with blood. Not good. Now, a good throat, slashing, properly executed, can both slay and silence a guard and leave the thief relatively blood-free. And after all, after the robbery, we don't want people seeing a bunch of blood-soaked butchers running through the streets. Even in Tel Arun, that's likely to warrant suspicion. If you catch your victim lying down asleep or resting, you are in an excellent position. You place one hand over the mouth with your thumb under the chin, Then you use your other hand to slit the throat and quickly turn the head to one side so the blood bleeds out away from you. There is a risk here of becoming bloodstained if you don't move the head quickly enough. If you're unsure, strangle the victim first to avoid the blood that tends to spurt out in 3-foot jets when someone is stabbed while alive. A very good friend of mine, a thief in Kinesis, whose name I won't mention, swears by the strangle and slash technique. Simply put, you grab your victim's throat from behind, and while throttling him, you batter his face against the opposite wall. When the victim is thus rendered unconscious, you slash his throat while still holding him from behind, and the risk of staining one's clothes with blood is practically non-existent. The classic technique, which requires less grappling than my friend's variation, is to place one hand over the victim's mouth and then saw through the throat in 3 or 4 strokes rather than playing a violin. It requires a little effort, and while there's quite a bit of blood, it all jets forward away from you. There's no reason when one knows one is going to be slitting some throats not to take some precautions and bring some extra equipment. The best neck hackers I know generally carry a bit of wadded cloth and the aft side of their knives to keep blood from getting on their cuffs. It's impractical for this sort of assignment, but when you're only anticipating one of 2 victims, nothing beats throwing a sack over the target's head, drawing the string tight, and then supplying the killing blow or blows. Imalin laughed loudly. "Can I see a demonstration sometime?" Oh, I know the one. Oh my, I know exactly where this is going. This is a skill book for thieving, of course, stealth, I guess. Sneak is called. I'm sure you can already see where this is going. There's always a twist in the end of these skill books. Can I see a demonstration sometime? Oh, very soon, if Garcia has done her job. Garcia brought out the map of the guild house freshly stolen, and they began to detail out the strategy. The last several hours had been a whirlwind to all. In less than a day, the 3 had met, formulated a plan, bought or stolen the necessary ingredients, and were about to execute it. Not one of the 3 were sure whether confidence or stupidity were driving the other 2, but the fates were aligned. The guild house was going to be robbed. When the sun set, Ledos, Calcia, and Himalin approached the cobbler's guild house on the east end of the town. Calcia used her cacos of stoneflower to mask their scent from the guard wolves as the 3 passed over the parapets. She also acted as lead scout, and Ledos was impressed. For someone of relative inexperience, she knew her way through shadows. Ledo's expertise was demonstrated a dozen times, and the guards were of such a diverse variety, he was able to demonstrate all the means of silent assassination he had developed over the years. Imalin opened the vault in his unique and systematic method. As the tumblers fell beneath his fingers, he softly sang an old dirty tavern song about the 99 loves of Boethia. He said it helped them focus and organize difficult combinations. Within seconds the vault was open and the gold was in hand. They left the guild house an hour after they entered. No alarm had been raised, the gold was gone, and corpses lay pooling blood on the stone floors within. "Well done, my friends. Well done. You learned well," Ledos said as he poured the gold pieces into the specially designed compartments. Oh, too soon, haha. The specially designed compartments in his tunic sleeves, where they held fast with no jingling or unusual bulges. We'll meet back at the plot and plaster tomorrow morning, and split up the bounty. We all know where this is going, right? The group parted ways. The only person who knew the most covered route through the city sewer systems, Ledos, slipped in through a duct and vanished below. Calcia threw on her shawl, muddied her face to resemble an old flat fortune teller, and headed north. Emmeline headed east into the park, trusting his unnatural senses to keep him away from the city watch. Now I teach them the greatest lesson of all, thought Ledos, as he sloshed through the labyrinthine tunnels of sludge. His guar was waiting where he left it, at the city gates, making a laconic lunch of the chokeweed shrub to which it had been leashed. On the road to Vivac, he thought of Calcia and Emmeline. Perhaps they had been caught and brought in for questioning already. It was a pity he couldn't see it him undergoing interrogation. Who would break under pressure first? Emmeline was certainly the tougher of the two, but Calcia doubtless had in reserves. It was merely intellectual curiosity. They thought his name was Ledos, and he was meeting them at the plot and plaster. The authorities wouldn't therefore be looking for a Dunmer named Sathis, celebrating his wealth miles and miles away in Vivac. As he prodded his mount forward and the sun began rising, Sathis pictured Calcia and Emmeline not undergoing interrogation, but sleeping the good, deep sleep of the wicked, dreaming of how they would spend their share of the gold. Both would wake up early and rush to the plot and plaster. He could see them now, Emmeline laughing and carrying on, Calcia hushing in to avoid bringing undue attention. They would take a couple of flagons of grief, perhaps order a meal, a big one, and wait. Hours would pass, and so would their moods. The chain of reactions that every betrayed person exhibits: nervousness, doubt, bewilderment, anger. The sun was fully risen when Sathis reached the stables of his house on the outskirts of Vivac. He reined in his guar and filled its feed. The rest of the stalls were empty. It wouldn't be until that afternoon when his servants returned from the feast of St. Rome's in Gnesis. They were good people and he treated them well, but from the past experience he knew that servants talked. If they began to connect his absences with thefts in other towns, it was only a matter of time before they would go to the authorities or blackmail him. After all, they were human. It was best in the long run to give them a week off, with pay whenever he was out of town on business. He slipped the gold into the vault in his study and went upstairs. The schedule had been right, but Sathis had given himself a few hours to rest before his household returned. His own bed was wonderfully soft and warm compared to the dreadful mattress he had to use at the canton in Talarun. Sathis woke up some time later for a nightmare. For a second after he opened his eyes, he thought he could still hear Emmeline's voice nearby, singing the 99 Loves of Boethia. He lay still in his bed, waiting, but there was no sound, except the usual creaks and groans of his old house. Afternoon sunlight came through his bedroom window in ribbons, catching dust. He closed his eyes. The song returned, and Sathis heard the vault door in his study swing open. The smell of stoneflower filled his nose and opened his eyes. Only a little of the afternoon sunlight would pierce the inside of his burlap sack. A strong, feminine hand clamped over the mouth, and a thumb jabbed under his chin. Just as his throat opened and his head was shoved to the side, he heard Garcia in her typical calm voice. "Thank you for your lesson, Sathis." And there you go. A long one, this is, isn't it? I actually thought the twist was going to be reversed. Because he says here, Himmelin laughed loudly, "Can I see a demonstration sometime?" And Leto says, "Very soon." I thought it was Leto's that was gonna slit Himmelin's throat. It was the other way around. It was Himmelin, right? This is a big book. No, it was Garcia. Okay, Garcia. Very well. And so, with this final reading, we say goodbye. Here she is, Raya. Does she have any side missions on her own? Not really, no. She can't, No, she just follows me around, you know. Or stays in the house. She doesn't follow her own quests, no. Anyway, I would like to know who's watching apart from Tony. Say hi in the chat, or bye-bye. Since this is the end of tonight's stream, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, show your support by leaving a like, maybe even consider subscribing. That would be a very, very, I would be very grateful if you did that. And also check out the video's description. Links for my Twitter account are there. My Patreon account if you want to support me financially, so I can do this more often. And I hope to see you next time. Thanks so much for watching. This was the Techno Puppets.